Hello, this is Imran Shibishi, and here's Imran Mukhtar, and the SBC World Cup show continues. Today, we conclude with the last set of games for the Group A, Netherlands beating Qatar 2-0, but the important game, the game that determined the fate of second place in this group, Senegal needing a win entering this game, Ecuador only needing a draw, and Senegal pull it out with a 2-1 win to move on in the qualifications. Netherlands win the group by virtue because of the 3 points that they got against Qatar, and Senegal win the do or die game against Ecuador, which is for me something that I called. I think you called it actually too. Who'd you say was finishing second in the group? Oh no, you
No,
had
hell no,
Qatar.
no, no.
You had Qatar. You had
Yeah,
Qatar.
that was like my like outside,
Ah, that
just
that
like
that,
just
that gotta that's the
that
most
was my
worst.
crazy shot, and then just didn't
That's
go in.
that's the worst pick we've had at this tournament, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah, they've been the worst team, like one of the worst teams in history. So yeah,
and yeah, one of the worst teams, the worst team in history of a host, the worst ever
yeah,
host team. Um, but Senegal, Ecuador. Um, for me, it was a very, very, very good game overall. I thought there was so much enjoyment in this game. Number one, it's very similar to the USA Iran game, similar to what we'll see when there's another game where a team needs a win, but the other team only needs a draw. It's in one of the later groups. Uruguay and Ghana, that's the same
yeah. Ghana need
situation.
a draw. Yeah.
Ghana needs a draw, Uruguay needs a win. Serbia, Switzerland, that's another situation where one team needs a draw, one team needs a win. And then USA, Iran today, but Senegal, Ecuador. But Ecuador, for me, they looked a little bit nervy in the first half. They weren't able to get possession of the ball and get numbers forward like they did against Qatar, like they did against the Netherlands. Against the Netherlands and Qatar, they were able to press high, win the ball high up the field, and get numbers forward, attack with their wing backs. They weren't able to do that against Senegal. I was very impressed with Senegal. In the first half, I thought they could have been 1 or 2 nil up. There was a very good chance that they got from Idrissa Gueye. Bo Dia had another very, very good chance. And then eventually they come up with a breakthrough off of a penalty, which, I mean, when you see Senegal and how they play, they're very intense in the midfield. They pick up second balls, they get numbers forward, they get it out to their players. And the thing is, are they able to find that finishing touch? And they weren't able to in the first half. And I was really nervous saying, is this how Senegal is going to go out? But they were able to find that breakthrough and a set piece opportunity, which I think was the way of that they were going to score, because they really have struggled to score an open play throughout this tournament. I thought NDI, the Sheffield United 22-year-old, was amazing. I thought he came in. He was good to end off the game against Qatar. He had the assist on the last game, but now he got rewarded from a start. He got rewarded with a start from Aliou Cisse, and boy, he rewarded them because he was phenomenal, especially in that first half. He's a very, very good technical player. He's able to beat his players one-on-one and open opportunities for other players. I thought he was good. I thought he created a lot of chances. I thought he was dangerous in lively areas. And I thought he was really a game changer for them. But yeah, for me, Senegal was very, very impressive. The midfielders bombing up and down the field, winning second balls, the control that they have, the way that they control the tempo of the game. I thought Senegal's defense was very, very solid, despite the fact that Ecuador have shown that they are a very, very good team. They were able to control them, and they really limited the chances that Ecuador had in transition. And I thought Senegal's midfield bossed the game because they didn't let Ecuador boss them. Senegal had a very good control of this game throughout the entire game. And whenever Ecuador found that breakthrough to make it 1-1 in the 69th minute, I was like, that's it for Senegal, because they're going to struggle to create a goal. This is exactly how they went out last World Cup against a South American team, Colombia. They conceded a set piece goal in like the 70th minute. And but you know what? 2 minutes later, they found themselves a set piece opportunity, and their best player, their captain, with Mane out, of course, their best player, Koulibaly, was able to get on the end of a set piece opportunity and score, which he hit that volley sweetly. Kind of reminded me of that Tottenham Chelsea game. So yeah, good performance from Senegal. I was very, very impressed with them, and they are a very, very good team. If they can be a clinical in the final third and able to take advantage of opportunities that they create, there's no team that will want to face them in the knockout stage. and cruel for Ecuador. Ecuador is a very young team, uprising. They're built for 2024, 2026. I think they're one of the youngest teams in this tournament. I believe they're like second youngest or third youngest to be behind USA and someone else. Cruel for Ecuador, because for me, they were, especially throughout those first two games, they were up there for one of the team of the tournaments. They were very, very good. High pressing, win the ball in midfield, to get numbers forward, play with their wing backs, Caicedo, Estupian, Paracedas. I don't know if I can pronounce his name, but both the wing backs were very good. Ener Valencia scoring 3 goals throughout this tournament, not being able to get on the score sheet today, which kind of hurt them, but cruel for Ecuador because I thought they were a very, very good team. And but they're built for 2026 and they have a good future ahead of them.
Yeah, I think it's disappointing for Ecuador, like in the first 2 games, how they performed, and to go out like this. I mean, in the first half, to me, like they just look like, hey, we need a draw, right? So we don't need to commit too many people forward. We don't want to give Senegal space to where they're going to attack us and get a goal like that. And that kind of backfired because Senegal they just kept the pressure on them, and they created a lot of chances, and they finally got a penalty. I mean, after all the chances they created, which really helped out Senegal, because if they didn't get that penalty going to halftime, they might have had to, commit more people forward, which would have opened them up. And after they got that penalty and Ecuador had to, attack, I thought Ecuador looked better, of course, because now they had to open up a little bit and go for it, right? And, they scored in that set piece opportunity. And what really helped Senegal is that they answered right back with their own set piece. I feel like if they didn't score that set piece, they would be in trouble, man, because that means now you're gonna have to keep attacking, and Ecuador are gonna be attacking on the counter. But anyways, good win for Senegal, and I would say deserved, because I mean, there's Ecuador and Senegal. They've both been very similar in their performances, and unfortunately, only one could go through.
Yeah. Netherlands needed a 2-0. Netherlands needed a win to win their group. They got the win. They beat Qatar 2-0. Any thoughts on the Netherlands? Let's not go too far, because we're going to preview Netherlands, USA soon. It's going to be a cracker.
They got the job done. And again, Cody Gakpo impressed. He got the, it's always going to be tight with them. They're never going to, score a lot of goals. And Cody Gakpo showed up again. He got another goal. He definitely has a bright future ahead of him, and he's possibly going to get a move now, right? With the way he's performing. And the price is only going to go up, because last summer United could have gotten him for a lot cheaper than they're going to get him now if they want to.
Oh, no, I'm not big on that Gakpo character as of right now. I don't think he's been that impressive. I think he's just got the ball in the back of the net a couple of times, which is something very good to do. But it's not like he's like dominated the game. He's had moments, but
at the same time, it's not like Netherlands don't dominate the game either. It's just in stretches, or like just,
That's for them to figure out. Yeah, I'm not very high on this Netherlands team. I could see them getting knocked out in the 16th, but I mean, we'll talk about that later.